guys, it is Tristan with Nerdouts Newsstand, and we haven't talked too much about the JD and AH situation, but I want to revisit it because I have seen a bit of a narrative shift. I've seen a lot of things come out that make this whole mass media campaign against JD seem a little less intense. And I've actually seen a little bit of proof that JD may be one of the ones privy to not being able to be canceled. Now, there's not very many of those, right? Maybe JD, Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle, all of which are controversial in their own right. But this situation is a little bit more delicate. Those are things said in the previous two I mentioned people don't like. This is a false accusation, and I think people are coming to see that it is actually false. Now, with all of that being said, I do have my reasons why, but if you enjoy this type of content, hit like, subscribe, comment, all the fun shilling. Now let's take a look. Now this came out probably last week. And the reason I didn't cover it is it wasn't necessarily enough on its own to talk about, but I do have something even bigger to add by the end of this. Now, with getting a new film, I do think that is a great start to actually being not a person that can be canceled. We're seeing him play King Louis XV. Now, I don't know much about this film, but I do think that it is a smaller publishing house, so it is a good start. Is it perfect? No, of course not. But I do think I have no doubts that he could play it. What's going on down here? I get, what are they talking about? Now I'm curious. No, I don't care. It's 32 minutes long. Well, goodbye. Now, let's talk about the big one. And that is the fact that this, oddly, JD has broke the internet with one picture alone. And that is this picture here. Never fear truth. And that all leads us to the introduction of his NFTs and part of it to go to charities. Now, that's very important. The charities include the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation, the Gonzo Trust, and the LA Children's Hospital. Oh. I kind of love it. He'll probably end up giving more than Amber never actually gave. But it is important to note that not only is he launching these things, and by the way, I'm not all behind NFTs, right? Like, maybe I'm too old. Maybe it's like a weird thing to me, but like, you're selling your paintings. And I understand you're selling your paintings. I get it. It's some blockchain stuff, right? But like, if I don't have it in my hand, it doesn't mean as much to me. NFTs to me are a weird concept. Maybe it's because I grew up on more physical media, but to me, I'm like, I'm just going to screenshot it. I now own it, even though I know it is more complicated to that. But that's where my ignorance comes in, because I'm like, these are really cool. Wait, you don't get the original art? So, okay, all right. But what I think is more interesting to me is that not only did he launch these NFTs, but he launched them with a specific Discord server. And it all kind of ties together and crashed Discord. Like, they're literally having problems with it. And then he comes in, and I'm not on this Discord server. I'm not on Discord. I don't know anything about it. I stick to myself way too much. That's probably the real issue here. Let's be real. But I don't know much about Discord, just like I don't know much about NFTs. So I'm like, social media, yeah, I'm going to stay away. Yeah, I have bad experiences with social media and getting doxxed, so I stay away from that kind of stuff. But within hours, he had 25K in his Discord server. And that's pretty amazing. That's pulling huge numbers of fans, of people that want justice for him, of people that maybe have been victimized themselves and are looking for justice for somebody. And I find it fascinating that I mean, of course he is a big star, but pulling those big numbers after you've already been quote unquote canceled is pretty astonishing. And if we can kind of, zoom out a little bit and take a look at this, we can see that either A, people are starting to realize that the original narrative was BS, or B, the tide is starting to shift back to sanity, where we give everyone a fair chance, where we let the courts decide and not the court of public opinion. Though I do think there are certain stipulations with that, because everybody can kind of get a blemish on their record, even if they are unfortunately not I'm trying to be very careful with my words here. Even with accusations, people can still look at JD, even if he is proven innocent over and over and over again through facts and evidence. People can look at it and go, yeah, well, you know what? I believe her. So that blemish may always be there to a very small degree, but it looks like it is starting to lighten up. It looks like things are starting to look better. And the NFTs are one thing, but you got a film roll. That's a great thing. That's a step forward. And every single step forward is just a bigger movie, a better movie, a way to get your name back out there and get each and every one of those blemishes eventually removed. Now, I know he has a how-to in here. We'll take a look here quick. I know he's doing a bunch of different friends. I obviously he's doing Heath Ledger, but I tried to look at these and how I don't want to connect my wallet. Okay. So you can't see anything. Basically it looks like there's a podcast on it. So no, cancel, stop it. Crypto security. Okay, so it's not actually Johnny's podcast, but it looks like there's no prices yet. I am curious to see how much something like this sells for, because like I said, it could be the boomer in me, but I don't care so much about digital art. And that's kind of how I see this. So somebody let me know down below if this is something you're super interested in, and if like, what do you get? Like a digital frame? Maybe? I don't know. I'm curious because I'm not too privy on the NFT things. I think they're kind of goofy. I'm not gonna lie, but let me know. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.